Welcome to Sigil Sanctum, where today we delve into the enigmatic figure of Paimon, an ancient, cunning and feared entity from the depths of demonology. While this powerful demon has gained recent popularity through the critically acclaimed horror film Hereditary, his origins and influence stretch back millennia, weaving through occult texts and esoteric traditions. Known traditionally as the Ninth King of Hell, Paimon commands extraordinary knowledge and power. His direct connection to Lucifer and his dominion over both infernal and mortal realms make him a uniquely influential figure among the hierarchy of demons. What makes Paimon so distinctive? What powers and attributes is he known for? And what does his prominent role in Hereditary symbolize in our modern understanding of the occult? Join us as we uncover the mysteries and secrets of this formidable King of Hell, exploring both historical accounts and contemporary interpretations that have kept his legend alive through centuries of occult practice and folklore. To truly comprehend Paimon's significance, we must first examine his roots in classical demonology, particularly as documented in the Ars Goetia and other prominent grimoires like the Pseudo-Monarchia Daemonum and the Lesser Key of Solomon. According to these authoritative texts, Paimon stands as one of the most powerful demons in the infernal hierarchy, ranked as the ninth king of hell, though some traditions place him as the second in command, subordinate only to Lucifer himself. This loyalty to Lucifer constitutes one of Paimon's most defining characteristics. Unlike other demons who may shift allegiances or serve multiple masters, Paimon takes orders exclusively from Lucifer, with no other demonic entity holding authority over him. This unwavering devotion has earned him a position of extraordinary privilege within the infernal court. As a great king of hell, Paimon commands between 85 and 200 legions of demons. Accounts vary across different texts. These legions include entities from the Order of Powers, alongside numerous fallen angels who chose to follow him after the Celestial Rebellion. This vast army grants Paimon considerable influence both in hell and on the mortal plane, making him both feared and respected among demons and occultists alike. Historical accounts suggest that Paimon was once an angel of considerable rank, belonging either to the Order of Dominions or, in some sources, the higher Order of Cherubim. During the legendary war in heaven, he aligned himself with Lucifer, fighting against the loyal angels until their ultimate defeat and banishment. Following this fall from grace, Paimon's dedication to Lucifer remained steadfast, earning him his royal title and prominent position in the infernal hierarchy. His influence extends beyond ancient texts into historical practice. During the Renaissance period, when occultism and ritual magic flourished throughout Europe, numerous nobles and scholars reportedly invoked Paimon, seeking hidden wisdom, political advantage, or military success. Records indicate that prominent occultists consulted him to gain extraordinary abilities or knowledge in esoteric disciplines such as alchemy, astronomy, and divination. These historical connections between Paimon and figures who pursued power through occult means have cemented his reputation as an entity both revered and feared, symbolizing the alluring yet perilous path walked by those who seek to transcend human limitations. One of Paimon's most striking aspects is his distinctive appearance. Unlike many demons who are portrayed as monstrous or bestial, Paimon is described as having a human form with notably feminine features, an androgynous quality that symbolizes his transcendence of binary limitations and his capacity to understand the complex dualities of human nature. Paimon is consistently depicted wearing an ornate crown adorned with precious pearls, signifying his royal status. He travels seated upon a dromedary camel, capable of reaching astonishing speeds, demonstrating his command over natural laws. His approach is heralded by an impressive procession of demons playing trumpets and cymbals, a ceremonial announcement befitting his elevated status in the infernal realm. During invocation rituals, Paimon's voice manifests as a deep, thunderous roar so overwhelming that summoners must specifically request he moderate his tone to enable comprehension. This powerful vocalization reflects his immense supernatural energy and the formidable presence he brings from the infernal dimension. The directional aspect of Paimon's invocation holds particular significance. Rituals must be conducted facing northwest, where his residence in hell is believed to be located according to occult geography. The summoner must maintain this orientation throughout the ceremony to establish and maintain the connection. Another crucial element in Paimon's invocation protocol is the interactive nature of the communication. Unlike lesser demons who might be commanded without reciprocity, Paimon requires that summoners allow him to ask questions and respond to his inquiries. This practice establishes a dialogue rather than a one-sided command structure, demonstrating that Paimon is not a servant to be ordered about, but a sovereign entity deserving of respect and proper protocol. Traditionally, invocations of Paimon begin at dusk during the hour of Mercury, when the veil between worlds is thought to be thinner. The ceremonial circle must be drawn with precise symbols corresponding to his seal, and offerings of frankincense, myrrh, and rare spices are placed at the northwestern edge of the protected space. These specific requirements underscore the methodical preparation required when dealing with an entity of Paimon's caliber. Paimon stands among the most knowledgeable demons in all arts and sciences, possessing mastery over the mysteries of earth, wind, water, and the celestial bodies. He can reveal profound secrets of natural phenomena, the workings of the human psyche, and provide answers to questions that lie beyond normal human understanding. This vast repository of knowledge makes him particularly appealing to occultists, scholars and magicians seeking insights and abilities beyond ordinary comprehension. One of Paimon's most sought-after abilities is his power to grant familiars to those who successfully summon him. These familiars, spirits or creatures that serve the magician and provide protection, often take the form of animals or ethereal entities. What makes these particular familiars especially valuable is that they can be inherited through bloodlines, becoming a generational legacy that strengthens over time, growing more powerful with each successor who maintains the pact. Another significant power attributed to Paimon is his ability to bestow dignitary titles and positions of influence. Historical accounts describe how certain nobility secretly conducted rituals to gain Paimon's favor before important political appointments or succession disputes. He is also renowned for his ability to help overcome enemies through both direct and indirect means, not merely through violence, but through strategic insight, manipulation of circumstances, and psychological influence. Paimon possesses remarkable psychic abilities, including various forms of mind control and vision inducement. He can implant thoughts, create compelling illusions, and reveal hidden truths through vivid visions that appear to the summoner. Some grimoires even attribute to him the power to resurrect the dead, though with specific limitations and consequences that accompany such profound violations of natural order. When summoned independently, Paimon typically requests an offering or sacrifice commensurate with the magnitude of the favor being sought. If the summoner's intentions align with Paimon's own interests, he may accept the offering and appear accompanied by two lesser demon kings, Thial and Abalam. The latter is particularly notorious for a disturbing capability. He can impregnate women through mere desire, with the resulting offspring possessing demonic qualities and serving as agents of infernal influence in the mortal world. Beyond these specific powers, Paimon has demonstrated an exceptional ability to perceive patterns across time, allowing him to anticipate events and manipulate circumstances across generations. This long-view perspective enables him to orchestrate complex schemes that may unfold over centuries, a patient strategy that makes his influence particularly insidious and difficult to counter through conventional means. Paimon represents far more than raw power and arcane wisdom. He embodies the archetype of relentless pursuit of knowledge without ethical constraints. He symbolizes the temptation to obtain answers at any cost, paralleling legendary figures like Faust, who sacrificed their souls in exchange for forbidden wisdom and supernatural abilities. For many occultists and practitioners of dark arts throughout history, Paimon has offered a source of power and insight, promising advantages beyond ordinary human capacity. However, this knowledge invariably comes with severe warnings. Those who invoke him and seek his wisdom often find themselves gradually consumed by the price they must pay, frequently requiring the surrender of their autonomy, psychological well-being, and moral integrity. At his core, Paimon represents the dangers of unchecked ambition and the corrupting nature of power divorced from responsibility. His influence serves as a cautionary tale about how unrestricted pursuit of knowledge and control can ultimately lead to one's own destruction. This symbolic dimension receives brilliant exploration in Ari Aster's acclaimed horror film Hereditary, 2018, one of the most thought-provoking psychological horror films of the 21st century. The film weaves together supernatural elements with profound explorations of inherited trauma, family secrets, and inescapable fate. The narrative follows the Graham family, trapped in a multi-generational curse meticulously orchestrated through decades of occult manipulation. Through its richly developed characters, Aster examines how psychological wounds can be transmitted from parent to child, and how unacknowledged trauma creates vulnerabilities that malevolent forces can exploit. From the opening scenes, it becomes evident that this story operates simultaneously on levels of supernatural horror and psychological realism, examining the emotional damage passed between generations alongside the manifestation of literal demonic influence. The film begins with the death of Ellen Lee, the Graham family matriarch and secret leader of a dark cult dedicated to Paimon. Though physically gone, Ellen's malevolent legacy permeates every aspect of her descendants' lives. Ellen dedicated her existence to a sinister mission, providing Paimon with a suitable human vessel through her own bloodline. She carefully manipulated the lives of her daughter Annie and grandchildren Charlie and Peter, weaving them into a complex ritual without their knowledge or consent. Her fanatical devotion transforms every family event into a calculated step. In a larger occult design, the sacrifice of her granddaughter Charlie proves crucial to Ellen's plan. From birth, Charlie was groomed as Paimon's temporary vessel, kept under Ellen's influence and exhibiting strange behaviors and supernatural awareness. However, Paimon's full manifestation requires a male host, leading to Charlie's horrific accidental death and setting the stage for Peter to become the unwitting final vessel. This tragic sequence initiates a spiral of pain and confusion that pushes the family toward complete dissolution. What appears as random tragedy is revealed as a calculated ritual step, with Peter now positioned at the center of the cult's ultimate objective. Hereditary brilliantly uses Paimon as more than a simple antagonist. He becomes a metaphor for generational trauma and the psychological inheritance that shapes us beyond our conscious understanding. Annie's desperate attempts to protect her family paradoxically advance the very curse she fears, demonstrating how even our resistance can become part of larger patterns we cannot perceive. The film's portrayal of Paimon's influence extends beyond traditional demonic possession to explore how family dynamics themselves can become vehicles for malevolent transmission. Peter's gradual subjugation to Paimon's will parallels how unaddressed trauma can eventually claim one's identity and agency. The possession becomes both literal supernatural event and powerful allegory for how unresolved family patterns consume successive generations. Modern psychological interpretations view Paimon and similar entities as personifications of unconscious forces, archetypal representations of repressed desires, transgenerational trauma, and the shadow aspects of human nature. From this perspective, demons like Paimon represent not external threats, but projections of our internal psychological landscape, manifesting our deepest fears and forbidden impulses. Contemporary occult practitioners approach Paimon with varying perspectives. Some view him as a powerful but dangerous teacher who can unlock hidden potential for those prepared to navigate the risks. Others interpret his mythology as symbolic, rather than literal, a complex metaphor for psychological processes related to ambition, knowledge, and power. Some modern magical traditions have attempted to recontextualize Paimon's attributes, focusing on his association with knowledge and wisdom while establishing stricter ethical boundaries around interaction. Neuropsychological research into altered states of consciousness, hallucinations, and religious experiences offers another interpretive Framework. The vivid accounts of Paimon's manifestations throughout history share notable similarities, with documented cases of temporal lobe epilepsy, sleep paralysis, and certain psychedelic experiences. This suggests that encounters with entities like Paimon may represent universal patterns of human neurological experience rather than evidence of external supernatural beings. The journey we've explored today reveals how demons like Paimon embody far more than supernatural terror. They function as profound symbols of humanity's deepest desires, fears, and limitations. Paimon, with his forbidden knowledge and manipulative nature, raises questions about ambition and the pursuit of power that resonate across cultures and eras. These beings, invoked by those seeking to transcend human limitations, serve as reminders that power always exacts a price, and that certain knowledge, however tempting, can consume our autonomy and humanity. Paimon represents the human impulse to control the uncontrollable, to access cosmic secrets without heeding consequences. His mythology warns of the dangers that arise when ambition outpaces ethical consideration. In this sense, Paimon and similar figures illuminate the timeless struggle between enlightenment and obsession, between growth and self-destruction, a battle unfolding not only in mythology, but within the human mind itself. If this exploration of esoteric knowledge has sparked your curiosity, remember to subscribe to Esoteric Guardian for more journeys into the mysteries of occult traditions, forgotten lore, and the fascinating boundaries of human understanding. Until next time, stay curious about the shadows, but remember to bring your own light.